Hi there, viewer. How are you feeling today? Welcome to this collective reading, and it's timeless for all signs or placements. So, whenever you get to the message and it resonates for you, and it's for collective energy, so we'll be looking at what's happening around you at the moment, what spirit wants you to know, what your pathway is, and we'll just let spirit lead this one. So, let's see what spirit want to start with. We'll get your current energy first, current situation first. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oh, we're walking away from something. There's a situation that has been very draining, and we're now coming up with the way to get ourselves out of the situation. My feeling is it's either just happened or you're thinking about how to do it. So some of you, this is going to be like work or a job. For others of you, oops, okay. For others of you, this is going to be relationship based. You've come to, it's like the end of the road. Yeah, you worked hard at this relationship or this job. Oh, there's a lot of like stop start energy coming out when I'm shuffling the cards. We've got the 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So it could be to do with a relationship, but it's more to do with the choice. And the choice could be happening, or this could be appearing anywhere in your life. But we're walking away from something. We're doing something in a different way. If you're not walking away from the situation, you're working towards doing things very differently. There's a pattern here where there's an emotional drain happening, a real emotional drain. And it's like there's no equality, I feel, in this situation. No equilibrium. There's not enough kind of consideration being kind of seen, heard, understood. And it's really about protecting your energy. You come to the point where you were working really hard. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. You were working hard at something, or you really put all of your effort in to something. But now it's time to say, do you know what? We're going to have to call it quits and find the thing that is actually a true match for me. And for some of you, that true match, you're not quite sure what that is yet. It's something that you haven't perhaps discovered, or there's an excitement here about discovering uh, how things would be if you had deeper connections, or connections that resonated in a really good way. And this could be, I really feel like for some of you this is like a work situation, but for others of you this is a relationship as well, with the Lovers and the 2 of Cups coming out. And we've got the 2 of Wands, sorry, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Wands. Really thinking about, okay, what do I want to do next? Where am I going next? What is the next steps for me? Because it's like there's been such a dark cloud over something, and you're ready to move on from something now. You're really ready to move on. Okay, let's see a little bit more about the energy that's surrounding you on with this situation. The energy that's surrounding for the viewer. I feel like this decision has been a long time coming. You could feel, it could look like a shock to people on the outside, but to you it's like, well, of course, I had no other choice. I want to go, there is an excitement here, like I want to go and explore and experience something new, but it's not without the 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 grieving of walking away from something. But you do feel ready. Okay, you do feel ready. Closure, guardian angel. Yeah, you're in this closure stage. This is why there's a understanding and an acceptance about this walking away. Okay, what else do we have for the viewer? And this is your guardian angels and your spirit people, your spirit tribe, coming in close to say that they're around you, that they know what you're going through, they're here for you. Invention, helper guides. So this is for your new step. So we're getting closure on a situation and we're going into something new, and they're helping you come up, like get inspiration, come up with different ideas, be inspired to try different things, whether that's perhaps um, different hobbies or trying different kind of forms of health or food or something different. There's like a spicing up I'm feeling, and we've got survival healer guides. Yeah, so there is healing that comes through this next step. I feel like the healing comes through action. So as you're starting to do new things and you're walking away, the more that you do that is new and that makes you kind of feel alive again, and feel excited about something again, that's a lot of where the healing comes in for you. What else, please, Spirit? I feel like there's one more in here for you. Here we go. Teamwork, helper guides. Yeah, being around new people. And this, I do feel that very strongly. There's a lot of guides helping you at the moment. There's some temporary guides coming in to help you with healing, to help you with just transitioning from where you were and the experiences you've just had in the situation you were just in into a new situation. And I feel like they're going to bring new people into your life to help you with that transition as well. That could be temporary people, perhaps just with just not necessarily even friendships, but just people that you meet and you kind of get a different energy and a different perspective from them, and it kind of helps you feel more open. Let's have a look at the energy around this a little bit deeper. Let's go into what's been happening. What has been the pathway that's led up to this? Let's look at that first for you. What's been the pathway? What led up to this decision in the situation as a whole? Secrets, 8th house energies, Scorpio, Venus energy, acquisition, Sun, Taurus, 2nd house energy. A situation switched. I feel like somebody tried really hard to court you, and this again could be work, could be relationship, or to convince you of something, or to get you on side with something. And then as soon as everything settled, they kind of backed off, and the excitement went away, and the flirtation went away. Publicity, Leo, Jupiter, 5th house energy. I want to get a clarifier here because this doesn't feel like your energy. Okay, we've got flattery. Whatever situation you've been in, the primary person that you've been dealing with has had a lot of, oh, we've got another one under here, control. This doesn't feel like your energy. I feel like they've wanted a claim from outside of the connection. So either this is somebody who, if it's we're talking about a relationship here, this is the energy of kind of seeking like attraction or seeking flattery outside of your connection for their own kind of ego boost. Maybe that's been on social media. Maybe there's been maybe something along that realm, or they are quite well known in their industry or in their world. But I feel like there's been secrets around this. And it's like we're tired of keeping secrets right now. We're tired of keeping secrets where we then feel disconnected. There's an emotional, spiritual disconnection that's happened. If this is work, because I feel like for some of you this is work, or public life in some way, this is where you have helped somebody really progress in their business or in their job, and they've now got quite a lot of acclaim for that. But they're controlling it, and it's like they asked for all of your help to get them there, and now they're pushing you away, and that doesn't feel very comfortable for you, because this flattery doesn't feel like you, and the control doesn't feel like you. It feels like this is what's pushed you away from a situation. Something that really seemed very open and exciting in the past when you first went into the job, or when you first took on the assignment, or was in this relationship. it started out really open and really easygoing, and it hasn't ended up that way. It's kind of taken a different turn. And we've got discrimination. Yeah. Uh, so there's a decent amount of, we've got a lot of Jupiter energy, expansion energy, kind of good fortune, gaining momentum. This is public as well. This is kind of like quite heavy collective energy. And Venus as well. So this is to do with your desires. You no longer desiring the situation that you've been in. Okay. What about the viewer here? What about the viewer here, please, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, travel, discovery, adventure. Mercury, Sagittarius, ninth house energy. This might not be physical, geographical travel. Doesn't have to be, but there is for sure you going on a new adventure now. Okay. Yeah, we've got submission at the bottom of the deck. There's submission and isolation and defense. This is what you're moving away from. You've the feeling of having to be defensive all the time. This disconnect has actually made you feel quite lonely in a situation. It's that feeling of being lonely around people and feeling alone around people, and less lonely on your own in something. And now where there's been this control situation, and this person has discriminated, and I feel they've discriminated and they've been very controlling with and withholding information because they haven't wanted to lose you, and they're just naturally like that. It hasn't been about you. They're naturally like that. But this submission, and it's like you didn't even realize you were getting kind of segued and cornered into this kind of submission um, situation. But now the door is opened. Okay, the door is opened, and there's this entrapment that you might have been feeling is easing. Okay, it's going and it's easing, and this is because of the decisions that you're making now and the choices that you're making now. Okay, let's have a look at pathway here. Let's look at the immediate pathway energy. What's in the current energy for pathway? Oops. For some reason I can't shuffle these cards. There we go. Deep freeze. Yes. Goblins. There could be a bit of just a little bit of anxiousness about this new step. It's like you made the decision. Yeah, you are moving forward. It's like you made the decision. Oh, metamorphosis. Nice. You made the decision and you were really excited and you were full of energy and like just full of beans with it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I actually have to do this, which is totally understandable, but there's still this excitement with it. And it's like with the goblins, it's you're not what you think that you might find that's scary, that is really unknown, that is gonna come and impact you in a, all of these kind of thinking things might impact you in a negative way. We'll take a look at headspace for you in a second, actually. um it's not. You'll go through, it's like you think that there's loads of goblins, and then you go through the forest and you realize actually they're just they're part of the forest, and they're doing their own thing, and they're not actually goblins, they're helpers. It's the idea of things lurking in the shadows that could be bothering you at the moment. So we're in a bit of deep freeze, but it's time for deep freeze. It's time for this deep rest, because you are just about to move forward and have this extraordinary metamorphosis. And it really does feel extraordinary. And you don't have to go very fast. This is not about speed. This is the experience of the transition and the transmutation and the metamorphosis of what's happening for you. It does feel, it feels so freeing. Okay, I want to have a look underneath just before we go into headspace. What's been happening on a kind of shadow side in this energy, because it feels like there's been a lot of different things at play here. Contracts, career commitments, Saturn energy, until debt tear us apart. That debt or financial issues could have been part of the secrets. But for some of you, this is talking about career path. For others of you, this is financial. This is maybe career or work impacting a relationship. What else do we have for the viewer? Shadow, yeah, that's what I was feeling here. Shadow side, the dark night moon. Somebody has been very disconnected, and I don't feel like this is you, from their emotions. They haven't actually seen the impact of their actions. They don't understand. They haven't, but they will. That's what I'm hearing. But somebody's been going through their like a real dark night of the soul period, and they've been in shadow. Autumn harvest. Epiphany breakthrough. This is you. You've had this epiphany. You're still kind of running off some of this energy, which it will keep you going. Okay, what else for the viewer, please, Spirit? Change, courage, healing inner child, seeds and spring. Okay. This feels like you're in this now feels like your energy. This feels like the energy of the situation you were in. And this is the metamorphosis with the autumn. You are shedding everything that is no longer needed in your life for this next step. Everything that has been inhibiting, limiting, controlling, secretive is all just coming away. Part of this epiphany as well, because I feel like for some of you, it's like you really worked hard to try and get to the bottom of something because you really cared about the situation and you wanted to do your best. And part of this release is not needing to know the answers. It's just the act of making the choice and moving on. And part of that was the epiphany for you. Okay. Excuse me. And we have seeds, spring. So this is where you're planting the seeds. So you won't necessarily see anything growing yet. Just hasn't had enough time quite yet. But you will start seeing sprigs. And you've had this courage to change. And just by the act of this truthful act of courage, truthful act of courage, to make a change and to walk away. We've got a couple of walking away energies here with the 8 of Cups as well. It's been very, very healing for you. But this healing for you, it doesn't feel like it's healing in a so much in a turmoil way. This is healing in a release kind of way, and there is I feel like there's some grief alongside this, but it's not in any way debilitating. It's like been a long time coming, and you know that this is needed to have happened, and it's the perfect time that you've done it. You were ready to do it, and you're ready for the next path as well. You're absolutely ready. Okay, let's have a look at headspace now for you with this goblin's energy. What do we need to know about headspace right now for the viewer, please, Spirit? Where does my soul want to travel? Definitely something here about travel for you. Where does my soul want to travel? And we've got this discovery energy. I feel like these are linked. I want to show you together. Where do you want to travel? Is this spiritual for you? Is this physical? Is this in your career? Is this mental and to do with intellect and knowledge? What is this that's calling you? Something really deep, and it is igniting and calling you. And but it's not outside of you. For some of you, you might feel like it's kind of outside influences. This is your own spirit, your own soul, that's calling you to move into something, somewhere, towards something. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? Where we're deep freeze. This is a time for self-care, genuine self-care, and that self-care might be things that you don't want to do. It could be things, habits that you need to build that you really just don't feel like you have the energy for. Build them slowly, slowly. To whom am I comparing myself right now? So this is, we had, when we had the metamorphosis card and the movement card, I was feeling quite strongly, it's not about the speed. It's not about how fast you're going. It's not about what it looks like, or not even what it looks like. It's the speed. Don't worry about the speed, and don't compare yourself to anybody else. So if that's got you worried, don't worry. Your pathway is going to be different, because, I mean, you've got very strong helpers with you right now as well. Okay, let's have a look at what's the wisdom around all of this. What have we been learning? What has our soul been learning and integrating? And our spirit. Let's have a look. What's the wisdom from this whole situation so far? Where are we here? Thank you. Kundalini rising, ignite your passion for life. Number 22. So for some of you, this is to do with soul partnerships. That could be business partnerships. That could be relationships, romantic relationships. Could be family as well. But something is igniting very strong in you, and you're feeling alive again. Like the excitement for life is back. No. Okay. Okay. Let's get one more. We're here, aren't we? Yeah, thank you. Open intuition, seek clarification. This is from spirit. This is spiritual clarification. So for some of you, this could be meditation. Some of you, this could be even tarot, oracle cards, a medium. But this is seeking intuition seeking clarification on a spiritual level, not practical. Could be to healing as well for some of you. Any kind of blockages. Let's have a look at that. What are we looking at from a chakra energy perspective right now for the viewer? Divine wisdom. This is like your soul star energy. This is, oh, okay. Holistic health. Yeah. This is what I think what we were feeling here with the self-care. Let's get one more. Oh, okay. This one wants to come out. Angels and masters. Oh, this is so incredible, this energy for you. Spirits acknowledging a situation that you've been in. They are applauding you for the decision that you've made. They are telling you that they are around you. They're helping you with healing, with where you need to be, with inspiration, and they're loving you. And they are teaching you things that you would love to know, especially on a spiritual level. And they're kind of helping you unlock gifts. For some of you, this is going down as a very active spiritual pathway. This is incredible. We've got number 33 here as well. There's a strong master frequency. Angel master frequency here. Wow, incredible. Such a gift and such a privilege. And this, because of your good heart and because of how you conduct yourself and you hold yourself and your commitment to being as honest and as open as the situation will allow, it's kind of like this is your reward for that. and holistic health. They want you to be tip-top health, and that means developing some new habits, I feel, or getting new things in your life to do with health. So that could be getting rid of like nylons and toxic, like microplastic materials, and changing your, even like changing your like washing liquid from something with harsh chemicals to something a bit more natural. Things that will stop and prevent you being kind of encumbered by things that will block your energy. There's for some of you that might resonate, not for everybody. This could be completely different in terms of health. This could be healing, this could be like Reiki or spiritual healing, this could be food, um, vitamins, minerals, and looking at different foods for those things. And this is your root chakra. So we've got your star chakra coming up here. This is why now it feels so powerful. This is, if you're familiar with your north node energy, this feels very north node energy. Walking away from something that could be potentially feel familiar, and potentially feel quite safe and stable, or the easy route, but choosing the one that feels true above the easy route. And that unlocks an incredible amount of spiritual knowing, wisdom, strength. Okay, we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. And we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. This is being the inventor. So we've got invention with Aquarius energy. This is the invention. This is you being in your own zone of genius, being like doing something that is connected with the collective, that is connected to something kind of a bit that's something more humanitarian. This is you living by your values, and spirit saying just keep stepping forward with love, just love in your heart space. And it does not mean, ooh, okay, I was just about to say, it doesn't mean that you can't say no. You can say no, and it doesn't have, it can still be a kind no. You saying no does not, and somebody reacting quite badly to that, as long as you've stuck by your own truth, is not something that you need to go back and apologize for. Are we taking all of these? Yeah, they've said yes. Surrender to the divine, full moon. Just release everything. What I'm hearing spirit say is just give it to us. So just give everything, give everything. Like give your worries, anxieties, just give it to spirit for now, because you don't need it. It's not, it won't do anything for you. Your dreams need a practical plan. They want you to see clearly. We had clarity earlier as well. Your dreams need a practical plan. A full moon in Taurus. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This is why spirit's saying don't worry. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Yeah, this is what you're going through, this huge metamorphosis. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Don't doubt yourself, viewer. Don't doubt yourself for a split second. Okay. I want to look at some action energy for you now. Let's have a look at some action energy. So what energy should we be embracing, spirit, as we move forward in this, on this pathway? What should we embrace from an action perspective? Thank you. Okay. Thought, action. Keep taking action. Keep trying new things, and do it for the desire to do good, and for things to be aligned and right in the world. And it doesn't mean you have to go and do something actively to do with change in the world, but it's about having this meaningful kind of steps forward that matter. It's something that matters to you, like deeply matters to you. What else for the viewer, please, Spirit? Okay. Interesting. Odin, guidance. But when these two come up together, it for me is just marvel. If you've seen the Thors, this guidance is this mastery energy from spirit. You could be, we'll take a we'll look at this in a second as well with tarot again, but it could be to do with somebody coming in, them spirit sending somebody your way. Spiritual teacher for some of you. Perhaps you're looking at learning something new spiritually or healing wise or holistically. And we've got set, chaos. What I feel is you are finding peace in the chaos, and you're no longer being swept away with the chaos. Yes, skill. You're developing some life skills that you might never have thought that you needed. And what you've just been through has actually taught you a lot of skills in navigating things, being able to very quietly slip away when you need to be, and learning to be very grounded when you need to, regardless of what else is happening around you. Very powerful, viewer. Very, very powerful. Okay, let's have a look a little bit more about your future energy that you're stepping into. What is available to you? Because we all have free will and with these decisions that we're making, but let's have a look at the energy that's available for you to step into, and what spirit want you to know about that and guide you towards. Let's have a look. I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. Number 44. This is the grounded. This is the grounding. So this is why I think spirit showed us this. The skill to be fully grounded in chaos is the ultimate test of your presence in the moment. And that is where we're completely unbreakable, where no matter what we're feeling or what is happening, we're not dictated by that. We are still deeply consciously connected to self and the energy around us without being swept away by it. Soul satisfaction, honor your uniqueness, do what makes you feel good. Yes. This is really about you coming into doing something that you want to do that really does make you feel alive, and it's that fulfillment, uh, the fulfillment, but not just emotional fulfillment. This is a spiritual fulfillment. And we've got uncalled relationships. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. So for anything that's lingering from this connection, whoever it's with and whatever it was to do with, whatever is lingering or has been lingering or is still lingering with you, as this is the conscious release of that. And it could be, if you resonate with cord cutting, that could be something to do. If that's not something that you resonate with, or that you feel pulled towards, this is not allowing something to gain momentum by giving it your energy, giving it any of your presence. Okay. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. I do feel North Node energy, which is the kind of soul, spiritual, divine purpose energy. I feel like I want to describe it like that here. This is the energy where you're really pulled towards something, but you can't quite understand why, but it's so powerful. You're already doing it. You've already taken so many steps and done so many things to get yourself to this place, and you're keeping moving. You'll keep moving forward. What else for the viewer here? What else is being activated from a spiritual level? and that we are accessing on this pathway? No? Okay. Wasn't sure if they were going to completely fall out then, and Spirit said no. So something else here. There we go. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Perfectly said, Spirit. Thank you very much. Energetic upgrades, angels and masters and divine wisdom. You are being taught and given access to a whole new breadth of spiritual understanding and information. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. That's exactly what you've just done. You are such a powerful force. But yeah, such a powerful force, and have made really inspiring decisions, courageous, respectful, inspiring decisions. We've got the Two of Wands again, and we had that down here as well. Thinking about your next steps, Eight of Wands. So this could be travel for some of you, but really be just moving. It's moving quicker. I feel like you'll move away from this situation quicker than what you might fear that will happen. It will pass quicker than what you're worried about. You might be worried about it lingering or taking ages. And Nine of Cups, fulfillment, nice. Yeah, you're on your way. We've got the Three of Wands here as well. You're on your way. Judgment, this is the release. This is the pure release. Yeah. You will start seeing things happening quicker than you think. Okay, so don't worry about being stuck. Just keep open and aware of what opportunities are happening, what your feelings are, synchronicities. And we've got the Nine of Cups and Judgment. Beautiful, beautiful energy. This is your freedom. This is you, this grey cloud just moving away, like without drama, without anything, just moving away, and you having more than you could ever have dreamed of. And it is this spiritual fulfillment as well as everything else that's coming towards you now. Because there's access for it now, there's an openness for it now, whereas before there was a controlling feeling or a blocked feeling or a walls somehow. But I feel like this wasn't you putting them up, you just didn't realize that they'd gone up and how thick they were. And with the Judgment energy, this is, I feel again Spirit's just saying, we see what you've done, we completely see what you've done and who you are on the inside and what you've done on the outside and the impact that you've made, the way that you've conducted yourself through this situation. Even if somebody has responded in a negative way, or so-called negative way, and they have not taken it very well, and it's been a bit difficult with them, they will look back on the situation and really respect you for how you have dealt with it and how you did it, and have admiration for you. But there needs to be a complete separation of the energy before they can do that, before they will see that. Okay, what do we need to be aware of in terms of any kind of challenge? We've got the Moon. This is also secrets, but this is also your emotional body. And we've got the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands and the Empress. Health. Okay. Oh, we've got wish fulfillment on the bottom of the deck. Look what I'm going to take those. So yeah, I could say they're, yeah. So we've got we've got three major arcana coming up for you. We're on your pathway now, but anything we need to be aware of with challenge or with things that kind of cross us. And this is I feel like this is Spirit saying, keep your cards close to your chest. There's secretive, which is what's happened before, and then there's also protection. And I feel that there's a bit of both that's needed. There's kind of a deep dive and an understanding of your own emotion, but also keeping things close to your chest for now until you're ready to reveal them. And leaning into your spiritual pathway is what enriches everything right now. Okay, there could be some difficulties if this is to do with a marriage split, but Spirit are being very cautious here in terms of emotion, with protecting emotion, or perhaps somebody else is very blocked emotionally, or they're being over emotional, or they're jumping between the two. But stay on your spiritual pathway, whatever happens. Stay on this spiritual pathway. And we've got the Empress and the Knight of Wands. It's like the only thing that you can do right now that will hinder growth, hinder progress, hinder development, hinder anything, would be to not give into your passion or your desire or your curiosity for things. It's like, I'm curious, what would a 1 week holiday in somewhere look like, that you've always wanted to go? Or what would it be like if I learned to do this, learned to paint, or learned about quantum physics or anything? The curiosity is really important to follow, and it's not necessarily about seeing all these things through. It's just about kind of dabbling and finding where you enjoy, and this is really about your enjoyment. And stay healthy, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Stay healthy and nurture. It will help you be in the right place, in the right energy as well, to nurture others, which feels like a gift that you have as well here. And we've got the Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Star. Clarity, for sure. Clarity coming your way. A new idea, clarity, new communication, but really understanding the truth of a situation as well, with the Ace of Swords and Ten of Cups and the Star. I feel like whatever you want to wish for, wish for it. Like, wish for it now. What is it that you are deeply desiring? What is it that you really would wish for right now? If you could have anything, what would it be? Like, truly, what would it be? And feel into it. But we've got the Nine of Cups that's come out for you, and the Ten of Cups here. Beautiful energy. This is like Spirit saying it's going to be okay. Like, everything is going to be okay. It has a way of, everything always has a way of working out, but I do, Spirit, want you to know that it's going to be okay. You're being moved into the right places, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Let go of control and surrender my expectation. I let go of control and surrender my expectations of love to beautiful synchronicity. Yes, look out for synchronicity. I can't even remember where that was, around here somewhere where that came up, but that Spirit said about synchronicity. So look out for signs, or don't be open to them, whether that's numbers, whether that is the mention of like names or places. You know the signs that Spirit will send you to say we're here, or this is the right thing, or just kind of encourage you in a certain direction. But they're going to do that a lot in the coming months, I feel, especially the next few weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks, but maybe up to like 4 months, 5 months. I hear benevolent messages loud and clear. I am my own healer. You've done a lot of healing, not by what's kind of typically associated with healing, just by the purity of the action that you've taken has been extremely healing. Let's get one more. What do we need to know about our heart space here for the viewer, Spirit, please? If we've got one more, let me just shuffle. I'll give it one more shuffle, and if nothing else comes out, maybe that was all we needed to hear. Okay. All right, then. Let's see what Spirit wants to leave you with messages as you take your next steps forward on your pathway. What does the viewer need to know for this next period? What's your final words of wisdom, please, Spirit? Okay. Thank you. Oops, I was about to drop half of the deck there. That wouldn't have been too good. Okay. Ah, skunk spirit, know your worth. You are good enough. Don't settle for any less. Don't even be a tiny, tiny, tiny bit tempted. Moth spirit, surrender now. I feel like spirit are being very I'm going to put that there because this one belongs here and this one belongs here. Being very clear about the surrender. The judgment is the surrender energy as well. Swan spirit, time for a deep dive. So what is this deep dive to you? Is this is the curiosity? Is this researching things, looking into things? Your dreams need a practical plan. What is it that you need to be understanding or knowing more of? Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Yes, take a leap of faith. The answers you need are coming. Take a leap of faith. And we have hummingbird spirit, be here now, because we're in this change. Be in the moment. That's what we were feeling here as well, this presence. Be fully in the moment, be here now. Put on all of the resources that you have. I feel like you're very resourceful. Like when you set your mind to something, you can absolutely get it done. Okay. And think about this. You don't necessarily have to take action, and lots of action, but this is about arming yourself up with some knowledge and with just some awareness about some things, and then you can decide when to move in. I do feel like these synchronicities will be a part of when you decide to take action, or fulfill something, or see something through, or go further or deeper into something. But this is huge, huge change for you right now, viewer. Huge change. And spirit really want you to know that they're with you and they're supporting you, and you are moving into something that is going to feel so much lighter and purer and more powerful and more true than that's been happening before. And you'll end up in exactly the right place, and the place that's a wish for you as well. Okay, I'll leave it there, viewer, for today, for the reading today. And I hope that you got what you needed from Spirit's messages and Spirit's guidance through the reading. And thank you for watching with me today, as always. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.